A very good morning to one and all present here. A warm welcome to the Webinar Wednesday series by Sales and Profit. My name is Yash Agarwal. I'm the Deputy Manager of Business Development, and I'll be your host for today's session. I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to attend this webinar. A lot of you might have attended our previous webinars, and I believe that we have many new participants today attending our webinar for the first time. Before I introduce the speaker for today, I would like to give a brief about what Sales and Profit is. We are a B2B focused sales performance improvement company, and we are in the business of improving sales KPIs and sales metrics. We help our clients improve their sales performance through our sales focused services from the suspect to order journey stage. Now, how do we do that? We have 3 business units to take care of these metrics: sales enablement, sales recruitment, and sales consulting. Talking about sales enablement, we enable your sales team on their KPIs with customized training programs, which consist of our copyrighted methodologies and frameworks to upskill them. Sales recruitment is all about specializing in hiring mid to senior sales roles for tech and telecom organizations. We help fulfill urgent sales roles by hiring faster with better sales talent. Now, talk about sales consulting. We improve the overall organizational design, such as number of sales professionals in one region, what should the incentive structure be, what is the right hierarchy. All of this leads to improving key sales metrics of organizations. We have been grateful to add value to the following of our esteemed clients. If you want to learn more about us, feel free to visit our website, salesprofit.in. Now, I would like to share why we decided to start the Webinar Wednesday series. As an organization, we believe sharing knowledge with the sales community is always the right way to move forward, as we want our sales colleagues to learn and grow together. Before we start this webinar, I would like to share a few house rules. This session will be recorded and will also be streamed on our LinkedIn page. We will have a Q&A session at the end of the webinar, and all of us will be on mute during the entire session. Feel free to use the chat box to shoot your questions, and we will try to answer as many questions as possible. When leaving the webinar, you'll also receive a short feedback survey. We will request your participation in this survey, as your feedback will help us improve our upcoming webinars. Talking about a speaker for today, I would like to give a background of Mr. Amey Dharashivkar. Amey has over 18 plus of years of experience in B2B sales in various industries like IT, BFSI, and also manufacturing. He is very passionate about B2B sales and also has a proven track record of driving sales and revenue growth for B2B companies across sectors. Amey's hands-on approach in sales training has empowered many sales professionals with the skills to succeed in today's competitive market. Since the last few months, he has also been closely tracking the applications of AI and machine learning to transform sales strategies and process. The stage is all yours, Amey. Please take it ahead.
Thanks a lot, Yash. Thanks for such a warm welcome. It is great pleasure to be the part of this Wednesday webinar series with Sales and Profit. And loud shout out for everyone, those who are involved in arranging this, and a lot of help which is needed from the entire team to bring all of us together. Importantly, and probably without whom this session would not make much sense, thank you very much to all the participants, those who are coming in from across the world, sales, and those who are participating in discussing that, how exactly the tools, those who have been enabled by AI, can be used in personalizing your sales outreach. While we have been working on this entire session, we thought that let us reach out to the entire market, talk to people, see where really what they want, how we will be able to add value to them. And we reached out to umpteen number of people across the network. Obviously, some of them were been very encouraging and helpful in guiding us that how they currently do the process and etc. However, there have been many instances where people have asked us a question which is very specific and probably even a bit of a discouraging as well. In one of such incidents, what happened is that the person who was probably trying to play a devil's advocate have asked me a question that, Amey, you're talking about some very intuitive product which has been developed over a very recent period of time. Again, the product is not owned by you. You have no idea about the algorithm which is running on the back end. and you are saying that you are going to present that product to us, and we should consider that you are a thought leader who is probably going to talk about that in this session. Of course, there have been assumptions you have made in the process, and I would like to start on that note. However, discouraging this input is, it was a valid concern. I thought that let me begin my conversation today on that, and that's what I'm trying to cover in the preamble itself. The topic is very specific to the sales as a fraternity. But if I look at that, everyone in an organization either sells to the customer, which is outside your company, or they have their internal stakeholders who are considered as an internal sales as well. Now, considering that, this topic would probably be resonating to everyone, that how the use of AI tools should be and how it should actually help people outreach. Specifically, when I go with the salespeople, why this topic is important. See, we understand that GPT is there in market for now, and it is going to remain for a very long period of time. It is going to affect our existence and relevance in our sales market itself. I'm pretty sure by now every sales guy have understood that knowing AI GPT, knowing specifically use of any generative protocols is going to be mandatory for our growth. I'm pretty sure you must be agreeing to this, that it definitely helps in increasing our efficiency. And of course, it ultimately adds value to our end customer, wherein we will be able to serve them better. Then the next part of the question was that, why us? Where am I getting this authority of saying that, okay, please come down, I will tell you how these tools work. Most importantly, it is not a session about technology. I would love to set up an expectation of all of you that I am just not going to talk about that, okay, these are the kind of tools you should use and these are the kind of information which would be handy from the market. What we are trying to do is, we as an organization as well as individuals are extremely passionate about sales. We are very much invested in improving every single time. And that's where we are trying to align our sales knowledge with a newly developed technology and bringing you the utilities, small tools, which will probably be able to help you do better prospecting. So whom is this exactly going to be applicable? First and foremost, it will help all the SDRs. These are like the first line of defense for any organization from a sales outreach perspective. They are the people, those who search, find out the data, do all the data mining, and ultimately make sure that the outreach which happens is being done. There can be, some of the places there are predefined templates which have been used. Some of the places they have been given a freedom to choose what they want to talk. So I am trying to make sure that SDRs from here on make an intentional outreach. Of course, this will help BDR because in many of the organizations, BDR themselves are also doing a work of outreaching, developing their own leads, and making sure that the consistency of the revenue has been achieved. That's where a BDR will be able to understand the customer world better. And they'll also be able to probably use that knowledge, not only in interaction at the deal stages, but even in the outreach. Of course, the account executives will definitely be able to make a lot of use of these utilities and tools I'm talking about in customer communication at any stage of the entire sales process. And I'm definitely going to affect the behavior of a sales leadership for consistent and clear communication across lead gen process. That's what the agenda I'm coming up with. I request you to keep an open mind and allow us to give you some amazing insights and the utilities which have been developed. Stay connected to us across the session because there are a couple of giveaways which we have worked very hard to develop and we want you to carry them back along with you. Hope it is okay. Just a small request to all of you. Use our chat boxes. Please feel free to interact. Yash, as well as the entire backend team from Sales and Profit, is working continuously to make sure that the interaction is more and more fruitful. I would like to give a thanks to a specific person who have worked with me in this process, Murtaza, who handles our entire marketing and outreach for Sales and Profit. Without his effort, this utility as well as this effort, this entire webinar would not have been possible. Thanks, Murtaza. Going quickly into next piece, wherein I would like to tell you that how your next 40-45 minutes are going to be. I just have covered something about a preamble and tried to set up the expectation for you. Now then, I will quickly jump into how evolution of sales happened over the period and how currently AI is playing some role. I'm then going to switch quickly towards sales outreach challenges and solutions. And then I'll show you two utilities. One of that is going to be a chatbot, and second is going to be a planner which is developed over our beloved tool of a spreadsheet. And then at the end, we will have a lot of question answers and giveaway. In between, anywhere, let it be on the Zoom call or in a LinkedIn, feel free to keep typing your questions. We will definitely make sure that we try and reach out to you now in the session, or otherwise we will be able to reach out to you one-on-one and give you all the answers. Hope this interaction becomes absolutely two-way communication. Let me just take you to a journey. Imagine a 1970s era wherein a door-to-door sales manager is coming your house and he's trying to talk to you about a specific new model of the computer. That was an era when showmanship, a flamboyance, amazing bells and whistles on the sales guy would have made a lot of impact. People were been buying based on whether this person is actually looking good, talking good, and giving me the most recent product in the market or not. But just switch it to the level wherein in 90s, 1980s and 90s, the transformation happened. And instead of just the flamboyance, people started talking about what customer need, what kind of a solution selling I can do, what is it that I will be able to give it to you as a product. Instead of now giving you the latest model of computer, people started asking questions on, can I really see what kind of a computing need do you have? How will I be able to utilize that information in our conversations across? Then came a time by 2000, people started their sales journey before even they meet a sales guy. That's what we call a era of digital revolution. They get all the information, what they want about a product or a service you have in hand on their fingertips before even they see a sales guy. Now that's where a sales needs to adopt again, wherein now sales guy need to be prepared and go with a complete understanding of buyer's world, as well as he has to give insights beyond obvious. Just the information about the product feature may not be sufficient, but like for example, let us say I am buying a car, I would love to know the safety certifications. I would definitely love to know the financing options or the lifetime of that particular product which is I am buying. Once I know that, probably my buying decision would become easier and I may go one step forward in the journey of buying. Let me travel another 20 years, and today when we are in the era of AI, sales has to again transform. This is the era wherein we are talking about personalization. The buying experience is becoming supreme. It is no more about feature, because every product, every category, some or the other time is going to get customized. It is definitely going to be a time when all the product have all the features with a little here and there difference in the execution. And in such situation, how I feel when I buy has a huge role to play in the buying journey. If I look at specifically the B2B era of AI-driven sales, again, this supreme personalization or experience of buying is going to play a lot of important steps in the process. Let me just quickly get into a level wherein if I'm saying about a personalization and buying experiences, how people are currently facing these challenges in their journey. Before I reach there, let me just quickly help all of us by finding out a quick poll. This kind of an engagement effort I'm trying to do here, because I want to really know that how many of you are currently using ChatGPT for sales outreach. I request Murtaza to run the poll. Here it is on screen. Do you use ChatGPT? Please start answering on the poll itself. Wow, quick inputs are coming in. Now, if I just look at in between, let me give you a background on how ChatGPT evolved over the last 13 months. It was just 30th November 2022 when OpenAI publicly launched their first API. Come January 30, they have reached 100 million monthly active users. This definitely shows that it is the fastest growing app in history for number of users. Also, it makes sure that the user adoption is actually helping them do better work. They came up with a premium plan by February 1st, 2023, that is this year. And by March 1st, they have launched an API which will be helpful for all the developers to start using it and integrating it in their product. I believe this has been a fabulous journey of last 13 months. I'm pretty sure you all must have witnessed it some or the other point of time. I would love to see how the results are. Yash, can you please guide me more on that?
So we have 55% of participants who say that they use ChatGPT and 45% don't. And if somebody has not participated, I would request that you do participate. It will help increase the number.
Let us take just another 5 seconds and quickly see how things are happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us close the poll and move into quickly understanding what this poll would mean. So what we are trying to say is that 55% people after a year of launch of ChatGPT in the market is currently using it for sales outreach. Probably some of you may have used it for other purposes, but 55% of the people are saying that they have used it for sales outreach, and around 45% people are there, those who are currently not using it. Probably there could be empty number of reasons, some of them which I would like to just quickly take it in this next slide. So what exactly are the problems which the non-ChatGPT users would face if I want to do a outreach? The first and foremost is going to be how to personalize an email. If I don't have a tool by which I can write a fresh mail or probably write a fresh input for every customer now and then my personalization becomes a bigger question to handle. There are ways by which people are handling it. Like for example, there are automation tools wherein only name, designations, or probably a company name is changing, and there are predefined templates which are coming in. But however, is this really considered a personalization? A big question. Second probably would be a engaging content or probably even writer's blog. Let us just imagine that I'm a person who want to start typing something to a new prospect. I have a question that where should I begin? The another problem which the non-ChatGPT users, which is like a 45% of the population we have today, is talking about, is worried about prospecting efficiency. I'll probably be able to say that those who are using the ChatGPT would be more efficient in reaching out to fresh people as compared to those who are not. Of course, timely and consistent follow-up becomes mandatory because every single time I have to write it fresh or use some kind of a template, that is where my timely and consistent follow-up becomes a question. There are many more challenges a non-ChatGPT user would have. If you have any specific challenge which you have faced, please feel free to type it in your chat boxes. We will definitely like to visit them as we move forward. Then comes something which is more from a GPT user. It is not like the life has been sorted for GPT users yet. GPT is ultimately LLM. It's a large language model wherein a lot of information given to that comes in based on just the ability to write. So the prompt relevance becomes extremely important for you to monitor and monetize. Of course, the output quality and the biases by the system come in the output of a GPT. I cannot really use that directly from there and paste it in my mailbox and use it. I really need to monitor that as well. My over reliance on this automation sometimes makes me think that okay, everything should come from machine itself. Also, the inputs which are been directly copy pasted from ChatGPT would probably may not lead to a higher rate of response. There could be many reasons, and I'm going to cover them subsequently in the process. All these problems which I am talking about ultimately tells me that okay, we wanted something as a utility to be developed which will help me ease out both these problems. We wanted the best of both worlds to come to you, and that's where we have invested ourselves in creating this utility. We call it as the Personalized Sales Outreach GPT. This particular platform is actually developed over a simple framework which is available in GPT Plus, which we consider as a custom GPT. Instead of just giving you a presentation, I would love to see if I can show you the product itself. Hope that is okay. I'm hoping for if there is any question which is coming our way in between when I switch from here to the tool, feel free to ask. Here is my screen now, where you will be able to see window. I'm currently on the personalized sales outreach GPT, which has been developed by Sales and Profit, and you will be able to see that it is specifically saying that I'll be able to create personalized sales outreach campaign for you. Let us just quickly do this. That if I want to start my outreach for my company today, what would be my starting point? I am coming on a plain canvas like this and just simply starting with the first question, help me create my personalized outreach campaign. On the click of this, it will automatically take me to the window wherein ChatGPT starts talking to me. It has been pre-instructed for giving you an input on that, okay, consider a fresh slate every single time and start from defining what is my product or a service is. And from there, take me to the level wherein I'll be able to utilize this forward. So on your screen, you will be able to see it is welcoming me and saying, I am here to assist you specifically with the B2B cold sales outreach. Let us begin by understanding your product and or service. Could you please tell me about the product or service you are promoting? This will help us tailor your outreach campaign effectively. For this session, what I have done is that I have actually kept something ready, which I will be able to utilize. Simply copy and paste it for the usage. Here, I am taking this as the first input. Imagine I am the junior most sales guy in one of the business wherein they are selling computer hardware. Great. Because LLM has been trained on multiple parameters and multiple sources, it understands that what the computer hardware sales guy would need to do. It is saying, great, you are promoting a computer hardware. To define your ideal customer profile, that is ICP, I have few questions that will help you, that will help us target the right audience. By the way, those who haven't ever used a GPT platform, we have done an amazing session for you on how to use ChatGPT few months back. The link of that probably my backend team will be able to share with you in a chat box. And also for ideal customer profile, if this is a new terminology for you, we have done an amazing session on that too. I would request my backend team to post the link for that particular video as well as the GPT video and the blog which we have written about this ideal customer profile in our chat boxes. Feel free to visit it. In fact, they are available on our website. Any point of time beyond this session, if you want to visit it, the knowledge section is full of all the information bestly available for B2B sales. Now here, when I'm saying that, ChatGPT have asked me a question for 4 different attributes which will help me in deciding the ICP, that is my ideal customer profile. The first question is, who are the primary users of your computer hardware? Is it IT professionals? Is it the gamers? Or is it the educational institute? I'm just quickly going ahead and saying that, okay, IT professionals are my normal buyers whom I'm selling my computer. Then I'm going ahead and looking into the second question. What size of the business are you targeting? Normally, in my understanding, for a small businesses, people quickly go into the shop and buy. However, for a mid-sized company, let us say that companies, those who are more than 50 people to probably 1,000 people, there are vendors which have been empaneled, those who are going to provide the continuous support on computer hardware and softwares. Here, it is also going to ask me a question that which industry would most benefit from your computer hardware? Is it going to be a technology company, education company, or finance company? I'm just currently going with a technology company as an input and quickly typing it here. And then the fourth question is which geographical location or region you are focusing on for your outreach. Because I am located in city named Pune in India, I'm quickly going ahead and giving that as an input. If I say yeah, okay, it will what it will do is it will understand that okay, these are the 4 answers which I have received, and then you will be able to find that Okay, the GPT is thanking me for providing the details, and it is simply saying that this is what the ICT aspect they have asked, and these are the details available to you in the tabular format, just to confirm your understanding. Once I know that, okay, these are the ICP definitions I have, I'm just giving them an instruction, GPT an instruction to understand these ICP's pain or challenges, as well as what they want, what they need really from that process. So what it does is it goes back and goes directly into finding the buyer decision makers in these kind of companies. Let us say that a mid-sized IT company or a technology company, these are the roles which would probably be involved in the buying decision for the computer hardware. A IT manager, definitely. A CTO, probably yes. IT procurement manager, yes, this is a specialized role in procurement which is going to help decide on the IT infrastructure. Again, IT infrastructure can probably be a separate designation given, and a system administrator for organizations wherein these designations play a role in continuous availability of the hardware. Of course, out of that, three business pain and challenges which I asked GPT to tell me are available here. First is need for reliable and high performance hardware to support uh, demanding tech applications, balancing budget constraint with a need for advanced technology, challenges in hardware, integration and compatibility with the existing systems. Now, these are the kind of challenges which these people face. Also, they have given a specific need and want that a cost-effective solution that do not compromise on a quality or a performance, scalable hardware solution that can grow with a company, efficient after-sale support and services for hardware maintenance. Let me take a pause. Consider that I have recently joined this organization and I am a new person who is trying to learn from, okay, on my day one, whom to reach, how to reach, why to reach. Probably this information that, okay, in this ICP, these are the people and these are the challenges and needs which is I'm going to cater to, gives me a huge boost, correct? Considering that now I have a better knowledge, can I really outreach for a reason? Let us live an intentional life. Instead of sending, hi, my name is Amaya, my organization provides your computer hardware. Do you have any requirement? Instead of doing that, let us live an intentional life and say that, okay, I am reaching out to them for a trigger. Now, what this trigger is that I am trying to decide for what reason I am reaching out to my prospect and for what conversation I am going to have. Here, I am just taking a first input on trigger. Let us say that I have seen this company hiring massively. It can be available on the job post, or probably even it must be available in platforms like LinkedIn, Glassdoor, even some news which is about this company can come in and be available. I'm just giving this as a trigger that, okay, your company may be expanding the IT team, indicating that headcount increase requires a computer hardware. This is my intention to reach out. And as soon as I give this input, it says that, okay, fine. As a GPT, I'm trying to understand for this reason you are trying to write a email or a LinkedIn connectivity or a WhatsApp message to the right stakeholder. Correct? Now, what it is doing is that it is going ahead and telling me that for a relevant ICP, what would be the better way of looking at the same trigger? It tells me that, okay, headcount increase, it may probably mean that you need new hardware to be bought. If let us say that there are system integration challenges which are coming in, or a technology upgrade is required, or a department growth is to be focused on, or a infrastructure modernization is probably a need. Currently, I'm still sticking to the specific need of headcount increase and saying that, okay, let us only go with this. It also allows me to give my own input. Let us say that my interaction with some another colleague, those who have been working with this account, have given me some any other trigger. It is still allowing me to give my own input in this GPT. Once I say this, it says, okay, fine. Now that I understand that this is the trigger you are going ahead with, let us go forward and talk about the problem which we need to solve for the customer. The prompt reads, okay, will the user trigger headcount increase, which indicate the expansion of IT team and suggesting need for more computer hardware? This is relevant and timely approach for your outreach. Let us now define a quick problem. I go back to my understanding of the customer and see that, okay, out of the given decision makers, what would be the right approach and probably what would be the concern which I may need to deal with. This probably could be a good challenge which is I am trying to resolve, correct? A cost-effective solution which is not compromising the quality or the performance at this point of time. So this problem I'm trying to solve for this company. I'm just quickly saying that, okay, let us go ahead with that. Once I define a pain or a problem or a challenge, then it asks me what is that solution image I have, wherein why they should prefer me, what is my USP which I should take up and try to give a solution on. Here is a solution I have kept it ready. I am saying that I'm offering hardware as a service. Let me just simply feed this prompt to the machine and you will be able to see that. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I'm offering hardware as a service, providing a long-term lock-in and ensuring reliable and high-performance computing hardware to support intensive IT operations. Definitely, this would probably solve both the problems. One is a headcount increase and they need new machines. I'm also giving it as a service, which means they do not need to do the capital expenses, but operational expenses. And this is how my prospects understanding is. Now it is asking me that, give me all these 4 inputs. What is the name of the prospect? What designation that person has? What industry that person is coming from? And what company size are we talking about? This is where the outreach will become personal. Let me just quickly go to the predefined criteria. And these are the PA inputs which is I am picking. Let us just quickly paste them here. And you'll be able to see that GPT run on its own and decides that, okay, based on the trigger, challenges and the solution image, I am supposed to write an email to Mr. Sachin from ABC Corp, who handles the IT services, and that is a mid-sized company. So the subject line which has been given by the GPT is expanding IT team. Hi Sachin, I notice ABC Corp is on a growth trajectory, particularly in your IT department. Thus, expansion often brings the challenges and equipping new team members with reliable hardware with a overshooting the budget. We specialize in providing hardware as a service, a solution that locks in cost over the long term while ensuring your team has access to a high performance computing hardware. This approach is designed to support intensive IT operations effectively and cost efficiently. Does this align with what you're looking for at a ABC Corp? Best regards. And I can just quickly say my name. What I'm trying to do out here is that it is just simply directly aligning my communication to the customer. It is a complete customer-centric mail. I am not introducing myself just for the sake of, hi Sachin, hope you are doing well, hope this mail finds you well. And then ultimately write a lot about my organization first and then ask, is there something wherein we can collaborate? This mail of written to Sachin is very concise and specific. You know what? We have done an amazing blog on the best practices even in email writing. And probably my team will be able to share you insight of that in the chat box. It is a complete video log, another session which we have done like this, and you will be able to find the best practices for email writing as well. Considering that now I'm here, I'm also talking about our interest area, wherein I'll be able to talk about that. Is this approach scaling your IT hardware needs something you would like to explore further? Or probably I can reiterate by simply saying that, okay, rewrite this, and you will be able to get the new draft from the machine, and there is no limit of that. Let us say that if I have 10 different prospects, 10 different company names, 10 different sizes of them, and still have different triggers for them, I can provide all of that data to GPT in one line separated value, and to generate that many number of inputs for me. But however, let us say that now I have done one touch point on an email, but now I want to reach out to this Sachin on LinkedIn. I simply have a utility which has been built wherein it will be able to give me the LinkedIn messages as well. The GPT has been instructed in a manner that the first mail which has been designed will be in 300 characters, so it will go into an invite to a particular person. Hi Sachin, recently reach out via email regarding hardware solution for ABC Corp expanding IT team. Would love to connect and discuss further. Imagine that Sachin sees this directly coming and hitting his LinkedIn inbox. He would probably be okay to accept you in his network. The next message which you can simply send it to him is that, hi Sachin, just checking in to see if had a chance to read my email about our hardware as a service solution. It could be a game changer for your growing IT team as is ABC Corp. A follow-up messages can also be developed accordingly. Now imagine that you are reaching out to someone on an email, following them up on a LinkedIn. What could be another thing a salesperson will be able to do? Do you think that there is any other channel or a media wherein you will be able to reach out to them? Please write your answers in the chat. What do you think can be a best option for you to reach out to prospect more? A Chrome ad, quite a good Insta ad. I'm trying to probably reach, not advertising those probably in a marketing. Yes, a cold call would be an amazing option. Guys, what do you think? Is WhatsApp a best option for you? Are you guys using WhatsApp to reach out to the prospect? Are we sending them text messages? Any WhatsApp automation you are using? Fantastic. Here, the GPT which is currently getting designed also has the ability to write an informal WhatsApp message for your same prospect with the same intent. As soon as I say this, a GPT goes ahead and says that it is an informal but focused WhatsApp message. It takes input from both my first mail as well as my LinkedIn outreach and then says, hi Sachin, I have to give my name from my company name. I recently reached out to you on LinkedIn and via email about potential solution for ABC Corp hardware needs as you expand your team. Just wanted to touch base here to ensure that you receive information. If you have a moment, I would love to briefly chat about how our hardware as a service can support your team's growth. When might be a good time for a quick conversation? As expected, this message is just to introduce and establish the context to the prospect, but not from my perspective. It is from still a customer centricity and it is for the customer's need or a pain which I think. Now just imagine that overall I realize that okay, I want to change from this pain to some other challenge or to some other problem or to some other need. What I have to do is just go back to this GPT and give that new input simply to find an entire new chain of thoughts, chain of outreach available for you on your own. Guys, what do you think? Is this tool going to help you make your outreach better? If yes, please say that in the chat box. While we are here, I would just quickly want to ask you a question and take you back to a PPT with me. The question is, are you a ChatGPT user by now? I mean the ChatGPT 4, which is a plus. I'm also asking, if not, are you currently thinking of investing into that? Please choose your options. While the chat is going on, what my overall feel about this is that there are very few people, those who are currently using the GPT-4. Majority of us are dependent on the free version, which is ChatGPT 3.5, and getting long emails which are automatically being generated from the system. My utility, which is I have shown you, would have a prerequisite of you having a ChatGPT Plus or ChatGPT 4 licenses, and then you will be able to utilize it without any further delay. However, let us say that if you don't have it, will it mean that you will not be able to use this ChatGPT much? Probably, but don't get disappointed. We have done something amazing for you. Wait for it. Yash, would you please like to announce the output of this poll?
Sure. So we have about 62% people saying that they're using the free version as of now because it is sufficient enough, and we have about
Fantastic.
yeah, and 10% have purchased the GPT-4 product.
Fantastic. Thanks for this. We anticipated this, and that's when we thought that quickly let us give them a utility which would probably not need them to invest at all at this minute. Let me just take you to the next one, wherein I am trying to talk about this tool which we have developed, My Sales Outreach Planner. Here, what I am trying to do is that, see, we all guys know that we have CRM, we have tools which are probably available to manage our task in our mailboxes. There are different mechanisms by which people are giving us the alert for the new meetings by calendars and many other personalized assistants. But however, still our BFF is an Excel sheet or a spreadsheet, right? We all carry these spreadsheets and Excel sheets on our machine. Let us just make them smart and make them capable enough to go forward and be available for us to utilize using GPT. That's where a Google spreadsheet with Sheet GPT comes in handy, and we developed it with the name My Sales Outreach Planner. Let me just quickly switch my screen and show you that. Considering that we are running tight on a schedule, I'm just quickly using my own organization's product and services and trying to show it to you. Here you will be able to see the spreadsheet. This is how it looks. Now, if I just concentrate my attention on these inputs, normally every sales guy have a sheet which has the first name of the customer available. The designation normally has been known or taken from LinkedIn. The company name is present. Also, I have majority of the times idea about the industry or the domain that company works in. And I also find out that what company size is this. Again, available on LinkedIn. The email ID finders are umpteen. You just want to have an email ID of that particular person, you will be able to find that. Now, just imagine that you carry this sheet and I give you the option wherein you will be able to provide input to a GPT saying that what is my product or the service definition is. This is the place wherein you can actually mention your company's product, service, even your elevator pitch. Here I am using mine. Sales training and consulting, helping organizations improve their sales metrics. As simple as that. Let us just quickly get into a next part of the questions, which is I have done similarly in a ChatGPT just now. The first question is, what is the customer's specific input I know? He's launching a multiple corporate tools because this company comes from, okay, I am talking about someone named Arnav, who is the owner of a organization. His company name is a World Tour company, works in travel and tourism, a company which is small enough, maybe from 0 to 50 people organization. And I have his mail ID. But I know specific information because I have seen his lot of advertises, wherein I know that he's launching multiple corporate tools in this coming season. Obviously, this is for his expansion. So what I have done for the betterment of your use is that we have given you all the triggers which are possible for you to pick from. Now I can say that, okay, I have noticed some website changes, or probably just simply learned that you have hired someone at a leadership. These are the kind of triggers which normally are a good option for you to do the outreach. In order to make your life easy, just pick up one. If I don't want to pick up one, the sheet still allows me to type my own, and it will still just give me a warning that, okay, this is not the validated input, however, allows me to utilize it. Takes it to the level wherein I am trying to talk about a problem definition. Let us say that they're trying to increase geographically, but the efficiency needs to be fixed. Or probably I have some drop down wherein I'm talking about, okay, I'm looking for better delivery timelines. You can probably help that customer doing that. Or probably you can simply say that we want to avoid further problems of efficiency. And I simply give that input in the problem definition. I also have a place wherein I have a free text possible wherein I can type out my proposed solution. What it does is a miracle. Here is the first email which has been written automatically to Arnav. Says subject, enhance your sales metrics. Hi Arnav, we noticed that your travel and tourism company is expanding geographically. Congratulations on the growth. To help boost your business further, we offer sales training and consulting services specially tailored for your travel companies like yours. Our training will equip your sales team to excel in customer interaction, facilitating faster B2B deals for your tools. Would you be interested in exploring how our solutions can enhance your sales metrics? Let me know your thoughts. It is a simple, direct, concise, customer-centered email which can quickly go directly from your mailbox to Arnav's mailbox. Now just imagine that I am okay with his mail, but I want to follow him on LinkedIn as well. This is how it looks. The first email, the first message comes in that, hi Arnav, I notice your travel and tourism company is expanding geographically. Congrats on your growth. And it is simply just taking the same tone and information and writing my first input for LinkedIn. It is also giving me a follow-up message for LinkedIn as well. Takes it to the level wherein I'll also be able to provide you with a WhatsApp text for that. In order to confirm your understanding, I'm just quickly taking it to you for a second example. Let us say I am talking about a prospect named Shubhanand. Let us say he is a CTO of an organization. His company's name, let us say iTech. I have actually made this available in my notes. Just let me quickly do that. It is an IT services company which I am talking about. And then we are talking about organization name to be Stellaris. The industry and domain is going to be IT services. I am saying, let us say the company size is 0 to 50 employees. Or let us say if I consider that the organization is big enough and I want to go behind that, I'll be able to choose that. And I am saying, currently I'm just giving her a dummy ID of Shubhanan. I would probably need to go to his LinkedIn and find his email ID. And then simply coming to the level wherein what is my product and services. I'm just copying this and pasting it into this box. What is the customer centric input I want to give? I see a lot of job posts from your company. A customer centric input I am able to see. Now I'm just going to the trigger and quickly giving this input on. Notice the increase in headcount or realize the use of specific tech tool, departmental growth, find job openings on portal. I just quickly click on that and move to the next. Now here I am giving a problem statement. It is working towards for the better delivery timeline. I'm quickly going and proposing a solution. I'm saying get your delivery teams trained for a customer-centric account management for a better customer satisfaction using our services. Now, if this is what the solution image I am giving it to them, and simply going ahead and looking for that to develop a strategy, I'm just quickly dragging my formula. What it does is this. It is reading the entire data and writing an email to you. Seems some mismatch. Let me just redo this. It will also be able to give me the LinkedIn connectivity. So of course, this is the free version of GPT which is working at the back end. The input would not be as concise as that of a ChatGPT 4, but however, the input comes in from the similar lines. You will probably, as a sales guy, would need to use this, tailor it further on your mailbox, and then utilize it. Similarly, it will be able to give you a lot of insights on your LinkedIn connectivity, as well as on your WhatsApp messages to be sent for the customer. Here is a WhatsApp message which has been developed. Seems a small iteration would be needed for this email to be corrected, and then probably things will fall in place. Again, as I said, this planner will be completely available for you to utilize on your daily process. Any question on this, feel free to ask. I think probably from the utility perspective, I have covered a bit. Now, let me just quickly switch to the benefits of this planner. One and most important, it will be AI-powered personalization for the entire sheet. You will also effortlessly be able to plan that what you want to send to a customer one after another. It is definitely a time-saving automation for you. It is extremely scalable and definitely a user-friendly interface as needed on your normal usage. I would love to open dials now for question answering if you have any. Yes, yes.
Yeah, we have a question where somebody wants to know if we can get a sample sheet of this planner.
Oh, can we get a sample sheet of this? Here it is. These are the two icons which are on your screen at this minute. I'm just quickly trying to explain that to you. You will be able to scan the right hand side QR code, which will automatically give you the copyable sheet of this my sales outreach planner. And also for the ChatGPT 4 users, the left hand side QR code would help you get this custom GPT from Sales and Profit. To utilize the one on the left hand side, you will definitely need ChatGPT 4 license. But for the first, that is on the right hand side, which is my sales outreach planner, you don't need to have that. Do we have any other question on this? So,
Maybe we have one more question. Does it work on 3.5 GPT?
the one in the sheet GPT, yes, it does work on the 3.5. In fact, you have the clear instruction given in the sheet. I'll just quickly show that to you. That in this sheet, there is a first sheet which tells you all about the instructions which are to be followed in order to make the use of this. And then on the sheet 2, you will find out about exactly how it works.
I would like to just let the participants know that the tools, we would send it to you on your email after the webinar.
Is it a paid sheet? The answer is no. Any other question from the whole concept perspective? Feel free to ask.
Amey, we have one more question. That, can you recommend some tools for validating and enriching email IDs in a database?
There are umpteen number of tools which can be used for validating your email ID. Verify your email ID is itself. Verify your email ID.org has been a utility available for years, wherein you will be able to copy paste it. It does search for the syntax. It also helps you find out whether the reachability is there or not. There was a question which was been asked on also the long forms of SDR, BDR by someone. Okay, the SDR is sales demand generation representatives, and BDRs are business development representatives for the organization.
Okay. And Amey, could you just display the QR codes again?
Sure, absolutely. Here are they on your screen.
Do we have any more questions to ask Amey?
We are probably having a last 1 minute left on the conversation. Would be happy to answer if any. Great. So now that considering we are at the junction wherein you people are going to utilize these tools, feel free to reach out to us. My name number is in the sheet. Also, you will be able to find us sharing this session online so that you will be able to visit it as well. Thank you very much for your presence. Over to you, Yash.
Thank you, Amey, for giving us such an informative session. It was really helpful for a salesperson like me, and hopefully it was helpful for the other sales professionals as well. I would also like to thank the audience for their patience and the interactions with Amey. Hope to see you guys in the future webinars, and also to get more content related to B2B sales improvement and updates on the future webinars. You can follow our LinkedIn page called Sales and Profit. It will be displayed on screen now. And thank you for your time, everyone.